friends, this is Jess from Knit Plan Jess. Thank you so much for joining me today. For my new viewers, welcome, and my returning viewers, welcome back. I have a very different video today, and I'm really excited for this new series that I'm going to start. So number one, the series that I am going to be doing is titled Bujo 101. And I just want to kind of share with you what Bujo is, or what a bullet journal is, why I started keeping a Bujo, how I use it, when I use it, and if you're interested, what you need to get started. So for those who are not familiar, bullet journal, or Bujo for short, is a planning system where you use like a blank dot grid notebook, or you can use like a blank page notebook, dotted line notebook, whatever you want to use, but you basically use it to plan your life. If I recall correctly, the original bullet journal was started, like I said, using a dot grid notebook where they have a chart that basically tells them, like, these are the symbols that will designate an event. These are the symbols to designate a task when it's completed, when that task needs to be moved to the next day, what tasks are high priority, what are just some random thoughts that they want to kind of keep in mind. But it wasn't anything super special. It was just a way to be functional, to plan and organize your day, your life, whatever. And then it kind of evolved into people taking the original bullet journal and they would add a decorative twist to it. So for instance, I'm going to show you something that I created to kind of give you an idea, but I have to find it. So in for a bullet journal, people will keep essentially a planner. And this is more of like your decorative, creative Bujo. So you have your calendar, you have the month, I have a space for priorities, and then I have space for every single day to write down what is going on, what needs to be done, whatever. Similar to a regular planner. Now the thing with me is I like my happy planner. When I keep a planner, I love the disc bound system. I love how easy it is to take pages out. I love having the pre-made layout, the pre-made monthly. I mean, this is what works for me, and this is what I know works for me. And I love being able to put the stickers to the page because it allows me that creative freedom. I will probably never switch away from a pre-made planner and move over 100% to a bullet journal. So instead, and this is going to answer the why I started, I decided to create a creative journal Bujo. And I basically started this because I wanted a way to allow myself full creativity when I just needed a moment to let my creative right side of the brain take over. I started using it because creativity and art have been proven to be a wonderful form of therapy that can help somebody manage their mental health. So the reason why I do this is because it allows me to help manage my mental health. And that's actually one reason why I kind of find myself gearing towards the Archer and Olive company, because Bonnie, the founder, she is actually she creates the product with that idea in mind, that art can be therapy. So the way that I have my bullet journals is I have one for a creative journal that I will share. I have a creative journal that is just for me. And then I have a blackout creative journal that I share. So let's talk about how I use my Bujos. Let's go ahead and talk about my private journal first. I'm not going to do like an extensive flip through. There's really only a couple pages in this one, but basically this is one comes from Pink Bits. This was part of their Pink Bits collab, and this is actually one that Archer and Olive sent to me as an affiliate. They were looking for some more people to help promote this collaboration, so they sent me one, and I'm just basically using it to draw, to write, use different kind of paper and write, and then just use stickers and paper, and just, like I said, just allow myself the freedom to be able to write out my thoughts when I really need to get those thoughts down to paper. So this is almost like a form of art and writing therapy, I guess you could say. Then let's go to the blackout so I can show you how I have been using this. This is going to be very similar to my regular white dot grid notebook. The only difference is that it is on black paper. So I basically started out with kind of like a page where I can just be able to draw, try out pens, you know, see how things turn out. I was kind of on the fence about turning this into a Bujo that I would use functionally, so I did create a monthly calendar. I also really wanted to try out some acryligraphs that I got, the gel pen on the blackout paper, and then I just kind of turned into, let's create some fun Bujo style spreads, and I'm not going to force myself to use them functionally because I'm doing it simply for that creative outlet. So I have created a journaling type spread. I've just created a decorative spread, and yeah, it's just decorative, and you know, if I decide to journal, I have something already ready. I don't have much in the blackout yet, mainly because I tend to gravitate towards my white dot grid notebook. So this one, it started out as a reading tracker, and then it kind of turned into a page where I was playing with stamps. And then, let's see, I thought I must have, oh no, I Tombow Adhesive those two pages together. Then I created like this hourly layout because I wanted to see if an hourly layout could be used functionally for me. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. Then I just have some pages for me just to draw using my acryligraphs. I was just kind of having fun with washi and stickers and cutting it out to have like that Dutch door style. It was playing with stickers and the Hobonichi cousin, I believe, or the Hobonichi weekly style stickers. Place for my acryligraphs, and then I decided I want to try to use this as a functional Bujo. I think I did this about the same time that I created the monthly in the blackout. I really loved kind of just putting together like a monthly page and a mood tracker. Spoiler alert, I didn't use it very much. And then I created a weekly spread and I hated it. I could not find myself using it, and it was about that time that I decided if I'm going to create any spread, I'm going to allow myself the creative freedom to just simply create and not actually use it functionally. So then it basically turned into this, or I could take stickers from small business shops, I could take stickers from the Happy Planner, I could take washi and use gel pens. I actually ended up using this to kind of help me figure out what my 2022 planner lineup was. So I do want to use this, you know, for notes if I need it. just if I get inspired by a Bujo spread on Instagram, I can use it for myself. But yeah, it's, like I said, simply just creative freedom for when I need a little extra time just to have fun. So, and then what I also decided to do is also to create like a washi art page. So it's really just, you know, these absolutely serve like no purpose whatsoever. They're really just for having fun. So then let's get into when do I use these. So number one, the blackout, as you saw, I only have a few pages filled in. So when I use this is literally when an idea comes to mind. And when I actually have the time to sit down and how to bring my idea and make it work for blackout paper, which is why I haven't used it that much, because most of my ideas tend to work better for the white paper. My more private creative journal is really just for when I'm feeling like I'm really struggling and I need some time to, I almost want to say, feed my soul with creativity and then put down my thoughts to paper. Because what I have found is that if I'm keeping those thoughts stuck in my brain, they tend to make me struggle even more. And when I can actually put them down to paper, it's kind of like I'm letting them free, and they're not going to be stuck in my head, torturing me and torturing my mental health. And then my dot grid is, again, when my muse hits. So I have a few ideas that I want to do, and a lot of it is just kind of time. Some people will create like a monthly Bujo. You know, they start with the mood tracker, they start with the monthly page, and they will create an actual planner for each month of the year. I don't use mine as often as that. It's, like I said, it's usually just whenever that muse strikes. Whenever that muse strikes. So, as you have seen how I use my Bujo, let's talk about what you need to get started. All right, so the first thing that you need, obviously, is going to be a dot grid notebook. So as I'm kind of going through items, I am going to be referencing like certain shops, certain businesses where you can get it from. However, keep in mind, you do not have to obviously purchase from these shops specifically. There are so many different ways that you can keep a Bujo notebook. So it's really about figuring out what works for you. So typically when people keep a Bujo notebook, the first thing is always going to be to have a notebook, a blank dot grid notebook. Some people prefer a blank page notebook. Some people prefer a dotted line. I honestly prefer the dot grid because the dots allow me to be able to kind of measure out how big that I need my boxes to be, or you know, how long I want my lines to be. Now this one specifically comes from the Archer and Olive Messy and Bright box that was released around the holiday time. It came out with this bright green notebook, but the way that the cover is, you can actually be able to paint and draw on the cover. So it's almost like a thick cardboard. A lot of the other covers from Archer and Olive you have are vegan leather, so you really can't write on them. And then you have a linen. So again, you can't really write on it, but the Messy and Bright one actually means that you can. And I have this idea to paint and turn this into a bunch of books standing up. Like, I think that would be so cool. So you need, like I said, to start out with a dot grid notebook. This is the A5 size. It's definitely smaller than like a letter size notebook. I like to think, you know, actually, let's measure this. So the A5 is 8.25 by 5.5. So 8.5 height, 5.5 width. To me, it's like a perfect size to just, you know, have on you at all times, stick in your notebook, or stick in your purse, stick in a bag, and be able to have room to write down what you need to do for tasks if you decide to use it for functional, or if you want to use it for creative only, you can be able to just be creative on the pages, and you don't feel like you're working with something too big. There are other sizes of notebooks, but A5 is your typical normal size. And for those that are happy planners, you want to see it compared to a classic size. That's it compared to, and I'm going to actually go to the rings. But yeah, that's it compared to a classic size notebook. Now you can use like a happy planner or a disc bound system, or even a coil or a spiral notebook as for a Bujo. You just need to make sure though that it's either a dot grid paper or it has some form of blank pages. It cannot be a pre-made layout. All right, so you have your notebook, but what else do you need? Pens. So I like to keep, this is a pen case. Spoiler alert, I got it from Archer and Olive. It was actually part of their September sub box. So I like to keep a bunch of different variety of pens in this case, just for easy reach. So I have a gold and a silver ink pen. I have 2 different types of black pens. I have my white Uniball Signo. And then I have some fine liners. I have gel pens. And then I have, these are the Archer and Olive Caliograph. These are brush lettering pens. So it is so important to have a good fine liner pen, because these are going to help you create the boxes in your spread. The Uni Pin Fine Line, that I have a set that comes in a variety of sizes. So it is as small as 0.05, and then you have 0.0 or 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, and it goes up to 0.8, which I tend to use the 0.8 or the 0.5 for my boxes. And then if I'm doing like any type of writing, I will use like the 0.1 or the 0.2. I like using the silver and gold if you just want to kind of do like different color boxes, or if you want to write in a blackout notebook. Those are really good for it. The white gel pens, or the white Uniball Signo, and the gel pens, these are really good for blackout. And obviously the gel pens will work in a white dot grid as well. The brush lettering pens, even if you don't brush letter, these are really nice to have. If you just need to, if you want to use them for like highlighting, if you want to use them for drawing boxes or any type of shading on boxes, these work really well. So pens, notebook, what else? When it comes to creating Bujo spreads, I try to keep a lot of the same tools that I use for my Happy Planner already. So number 1, scissors, my tweezers, and I think these are like called like a reverse tweezers, but basically when they're just being held regular, they are closed and you put pressure on them to open them up. Love these things for any type of planning work. And then I have a craft knife. This is a Fiskars craft knife. My whiteout, I use the Tombow mono correction tape hybrid style. I just seriously buy this from Amazon. And then a Tombow dots adhesive. This is just basically adhesive to stick like craft paper to a regular piece of paper. Just stick any type of paper or any type of sticker to the paper. I buy these from Amazon as well because these are just, they're cheap unless you were able to find them like at Michael's or Joann's for 50% off. All right, so we have like all of our regular tools. Let me kind of give you some things. So this is primarily what you need to start out with, but there are other things that you can use as well. And I'm going to go ahead and show you that right now. So number one, we have washi. I get my washi from a bunch of different companies, so you can like literally almost buy this anywhere. Washi is always nice if you want to add like a little accent, if you want to use this as decoration, like you can literally use it for anything. One of my other favorite tools are the acrylographs, or really any type of acrylic paint pen. My favorite size is the 0.7 because 0.7 means that you can be able to use it for fine detail work. You can fill in areas, but it's usually better to use like the 3mm for filling in areas and using the 0.7 for fine details. I've been known to use these to make boxes, to, you know, write like the day of the week, the month, really whatever. I just really like these because the paint pen, it is really nice and opaque. The white works really well on blackout paper. And it just, to me, they're just really fun if you want to do like some drawing or some doodling, or any type of decoration that you want to put on your paper. So really, really like these. And then finally, we come to stickers. So when it comes to stickers for my Bujo, I tend to stick to small businesses. I do use Happy Planner in here, but I tend to stick to small businesses most of all. So I do have some Archer and Olive stickers. In here, I have some According to Allie, some Izzy Plan Shops, Just Starkey, Caitlin Plans, Alicia Michelle, MU's, and then Create with Mandy. Let's see what else we've got. So I like using these stickers because these really kind of help me be creative. In here I have some JoJo apple prints, and these are just like a lot of little small ones. Like if you get like any type of freebies with them, I tend to stick them in that drawer. And then in this drawer, I have JoJo Pretty Paper Shop, and then I have Sticker Shine Studio. I really like these ones for my wellness journaling. If I just want like a little person, like if I'm talking about taking a nap or like a dream, I like using these to go along with it. So stickers are definitely something that can be used in your Bujo. The one thing that I have learned most about the Bujo is that you don't have to be artistic in order to keep a bullet journal, because of the fact that you can use stickers, you can use washi. You know, you don't have to be an artist. You just have to have some creativity. So these stickers, I didn't draw those. I colored them in with the acrylographs and gel pens, but that was literally it. Like everything on this page is either washi or stickers, or I drew in the boxes, and I just freehanded them because I didn't want them to be perfect. So there you go. I have explained to you in Bujo 101 why I started keeping a Bujo, how I use my Bujo, and when I use my Bujo, and then what you need to get started. So if you want links for anything, definitely go to the description box. I will let you know if it is an affiliate link or not. But for the next Bujo video, I'm going to actually put together some videos to kind of show you how I create spreads, whether they are in my regular creative journal or whether they are in my more personal private journal. I'm going to show you how we do monthlies, how you can do weekly spreads, how you can be able to do even daily spreads, just journaling spreads. I'm going to try to come up with a whole bunch of different ideas. But if you have any specific questions, definitely drop it in the comments below. I will make sure to answer those for future videos. Or if you have anything that you specifically want to see me do, drop it in a comment, and I will plan on showing you that in a future video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I apologize, that was a lot of talking, but Bujo has really become very important to me, and maybe it'll become important to you, or maybe it'll kind of be something that inspires you to keep a Bujo. So give this video a like, or give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more Bujo 101 videos as we continue on through our series. Bye guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the next video.